Foxgloves. You've got to get down and close up to appreciate the fine detail in those flowers, but from a distance the spires of gradually unfolding colour make these beauties well worth growing if you can do so safely. They do contain digitalis, so you have to be careful with these. But if you can grow them safely in positions like this, in the back corner behind our rhubarb and in front of these fruit bushes growing on this wall, which are loganberries and tayberries. Tayberries are the thorny ones. One in the corner here is a loganberry. Very different when you pick them. Slightly different flavour. The foxgloves we've just allowed to establish themselves from seed in this corner where we've been weeding out most of the other weeds. We specifically allow these to come up in this wild end of the garden where they give us this little blast of colour from a distance. They also come up in grass. Here's a young one that just escaped the side of the mowing run that I take the mower up, and you can see the flower bud coming up in the centre of that. If we allow this to grow on for another week or so, it should give us a similar display to this one. And again, in the shady area on the back of the old stables under this honeysuckle, which is yet to open up, we've got a profusion of foxgloves again, which are just self-seeded into this gravel and we've allowed to grow on. These are out of the courtyard area where the dogs aren't allowed to roam unsupervised, so we've got no risk of the puppies chewing on these and giving themselves some damage. Digitalis is a strong cardiac toxin, and if they ingest these in any quantity, there's very little you can do. It acts extremely quickly, so very poisonous, quite a dangerous plant. But if you've not got dogs or kids, you can grow these safely. They're a beauty to grow. Again, in this aspect in the vegetable garden, this little bit where Kate's got some cutting plants coming, again self-seeded foxgloves now just flowering beautifully in front of this long rose arch. Got the iris, Jaxiana lemon there, which is a favourite of ours. We've got a specific video showing you that in detail, and again we're just glowing on clumps to share with people in this aspect. Pin is planted along the base of this. We'll be doing a presentation on in the next week or so. Look at the buds coming in on those. They're going to be absolutely spectacular, planted under these roses which form this hedge. Large rambler there going right up into this top apple tree, about to break bud and do its thing for the year. Should be wonderful. We'll bring you back and show you those in a couple of weeks when they're in full bloom.